No, you didn't. The party arrived in Hartham and was able to actually inquire about a boat to Bodenwell. You spoke to the dock captain who told you to look for a single man. There was a boat that was heading that way in 2 weeks' time. The captain's name was Bardu, and you were to basically find him and inquire. You went to the Broken Anchor bar, where you had a great time partying, drinking, and generally avoiding all the noise, as Carr tried his best to stay out of everything, going to a room, leaving Aveline and Thuni to party out. Jathuni making it abundantly clear to everybody in the bar of the Broken Anchor that Juan Delgato was a lying, scoundrelous, cheating fiend who left the party running away and hiding like the coward that he was. And that he was no longer a member of the People's Champions. And that he was a coward. What happens when you miss sessions, bro? So
rumors and unfounded speculation.
Hey, listen. All it takes is Juan to come back and deny and refute. Rosie try as she might to disappear and get out of the situation, deciding to go invisible momentarily, recognizing quite quickly that there actually would be no way for her to get out of the city with any relative ease, so decided on staying inside the room with Carr, being as quiet as humanly possible. Then we had that great moment where Aveline was in a bath, washing and drying herself, and poof, Rosie appeared. And Aveline offered Rosie the joys of a bath, where she then turned it into a mud puddle. For Rosie is not the cleanest of ladies, furbolgs, creatures. She is a mess. Long story short, it wasn't good. And that's where you saw actually Rosie's true colours. It was agreed with Bardu that you would pay a decent amount of money. I didn't fucking write it down because I didn't expect to be playing
500.
Bardu. 500, was it 500 total?
Yeah, 500 gold.
Including, and it was 15 gold per person for food.
Oh, sorry, it was
590.
500 gold for the crossing and
90 gold total for the. That's correct, for the food. So it's 590 in total for 2 months travel to get to Bodenwell. And we start tonight's session with you guys arriving in the early morning at the dock. Go on. I saw the finger go up.
I think the last thing that happened was Saundel returned with a message from Meldor.
Yes, his missive, yeah. They're giving you basically...
Yeah, he didn't... You ended it there. You didn't tell us what the message was.
Aha! Right. Well, I will help you out with this. Saundel is unable to tell you what the message is as per part of his guild, the Postal Guard. He is unable to actually pass on what the note says because he will lose his eyes.
Right. Okay. My misunderstanding, because when you said he returned with a message, I thought you meant he actually returned with a message.
No, he returned with a reason for the guild to pay for the 500 gold. So, he returns with a coin purse of 500 gold and a missive from Meldor to travel to Bodenwell. And that's where we start tonight's session. Perfectly timed with the music that cut out.
Hey!
So you stand before Bardu and the boat. And you can hear Bardu graciously, Gabriel! Gabriel! Make sure everything is ready. We have guests coming. I can see them. And you see this dwarf, peg leg, short, white beard waving over you. Morning, fellows! Good morning!
Good? Maybe. Good morning.
Is everything ready? Do we? How long before?
We set sail when you are ready. My crew have been actioning the boats to be ready for the last 3.5 hours, and you hear the murmuring from the guys above, who are not overly impressed by the fact that they have actually been actioning this boat's readiness for a little while now. Bless you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I guess do we just go on board, or is there anywhere that you wanted us to?
Well, how much are you storing? If you need to go to the lower decks with something big, then, I can open the galley ports and let you in, or you can come aboard.
Goliath count?
Does a Goliath count? No. And then you hear from the deck, Captain, just make sure there's no dinosaurs.
There are no dinosaurs.
Is it possible that I could have made a purchase the night before
Yes.
of like 2 or 3 kegs of ale?
Yes.
How much would that set me back?
Depends on what quality of ale you would like. If you want the cheapest shit available, let's call it 3 kegs. 3 kegs would set you back about 11 silver for really cheap ale.
So how much would 2 gold?
2 gold would probably, for keg wise, get you maybe the next step up of ale, which is still good ale.
Yeah. 3 kegs of and 3 gold.
Decent.
3 gold would be relatively decent ale.
Relatively decent ale. It's not going to be the best, but it's going to be ale.
Good. So I just look at the captain and I say, "Well, I have 3 kegs. Some for the crew, some for you, and some to make sure Jathuni doesn't start another fight."
And they look down at you, Jathuni. You see a couple of heads kind of peer over the bow of the boat, looking down at you. Does she turn into the dinosaur?
No. She turned into very, very angry dwarf lady.
And they all laugh. All of them laugh. What you notice, Boris, as soon as you look up, is most of the guys on this deck are dwarves, and they laugh like, yeah, okay, another day in paradise for us. It's fine.
Cool.
Come aboard! Come aboard!
Take all the stuff on and then go find a corner to put all the barrels in.
You are taken into the galley, into the cook's mess, and he basically says, hey, put it with the other barrels of ale. And one thing you realise is stocks of food may be a little bit like rationy, but ale is something they have a lot of.
Yeah. It was still worth it.
Absolutely. When is it not worth it to have ale?
And I start making myself a breakfast sandwich.
Fair enough. The cook inside, he looks at you like, okay, fair enough. He kind of lets it slide.
Yeah. I start regaling him about tales of the best sandwiches I've ever had.
The best. As you regale him with sandwiches, he kind of perks up a little bit interest until you start talking about Goliath meals, and he's far less interested in your food.
Fair enough.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going on board. I'm going to be waiting for us to actually start setting sail and getting out. And just as we get out of the port itself, mention to the captain that there's another passenger that we need to pick up.
So is anyone else doing anything else before we set sail? Long story short, let's just cut this Nice and sharpish.
Finding a
Nope.
room.
Finding
That's
a...
it. Room.
You don't have a room per se. So
Well, then a corner of wherever.
you have, as a party, you have a space that's been allocated you down in the galley. After basically the middle area is kind of stock, the back area is the ship's mess, and then the front is kind of where the crew stay, and then there seems to be a partitioned, not a separate piece, but they've kind of like put up curtains for you guys as a party, and there are 6 bunks there for you.
My bunk.
Because obviously they didn't expect a 7th, which you raise as you leave. And as you raise this to who? Are you raising this to Gabriel, or are you raising this to Captain Bardu himself?
Probably to Bardu.
Okay. So as you raise this to Bardu, he says, "So, just so we're clear here, you barter for 6 spaces on my ship, and now you tell me you need a 7th."
And we will pay the same rate as we had, plus a little extra just for the inconvenience of pickup.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I just got the message from Chris.
What's his excuse?
He fell asleep in the chair.
Old man.
Getting old, bro. Getting old. So, as you tell this to Bardu, I'm going to need you to make a persuasion.
I'm not the person that should be doing this.
And you shouldn't have done it. I tell you what, Saundal being with you will assist you to give you advantage, because otherwise we're going to leave Kai in the skiff. 18. 18 is good. Oh, you know what? Let me get out my die. Might as well get my die out. Do it right. Do it right. Do it right. Do 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 do. Do it right. Do it right. Turn my other camera on. Do 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 do. Where's my other fucking cam? There it is. Turn it. Why is it not working, man? Come on, turn on. Camera. Camera. Maybe it finally bit the dust. Right, well, fuck it. You guys have faith in me, right? I'm not a cheater. And if you don't, that's not going to help you because in the shadow. It's a 12 anyway. So he turns to you, he looks at you, and he says, "You will pay the extra."
We will. Oh, you've...
Yeah, no, I know. And then he says to you, "Yeah, but not until we till we get across the sea, because I don't have that much."
I was like, I'll give you half now. And we will give you the other half on arrival.
There we go. I fixed it. This is acceptable to me, actually. I don't have a problem with that. Where are we actually meeting your friend?
I start looking out, looking for the skiff, because I think from what he said, he was just going to be
Waiting in the outer waters, yeah.
I'll just describe the skiff that we're looking for and start scanning the horizon for
Make an investigation.
it.
I'll give you advantage. I'll help you with Saundal. And the ship. That's terrible.
That is
Right, well.
really terrible.
Hopefully that was better. 20 will do. We'll take the 20 from Saundal. As you guys look around, it's Sondar who momentarily he points out this little bobbing skiff. What you instantly see, though, is there is another ship, slightly small, not slightly small, but smaller than your ship, heading towards it. That looks to be about 4 dwarves, and there is very clear intent from Kai's boat trying to get away from this boat, and he is coming towards you guys.
So that's the one.
The one being chased.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
to fall! And as he goes down, the boat just kicks into gear.
I give him 50 gold now.
He pockets the 50 gold.
Do we need to do anything about the people chasing Kai?
Well, I think that is entirely up to you. Gabriel, get ready! This is gonna be a quick pick! And Gabriel turns around. Quick pick, Captain! Quick pick, Gabriel! And he watches, he takes out these massive sticks from the side of the ship that have hooks on the end, usually probably for picking up contraband from floating, water refuge.
How big is the chasing boat? Is it like rowboat or fishing boat? Or...
I would say it's slightly smaller than a fishing boat, but it still has a sail. So it's like, think of it like a practice sailing boat. It's kind of slightly bigger than the skiff. It's got 4 guards on it, 2 guys that are controlling the ship itself.
Cool, then I can handle that. That's easy. All right. So Rosie's going to perch up at the front of the boat we're on and just wait till we get
Minos,
closer.
kick off your stream so we can the one in Discord because
yeah.
Fuck Nugget's here. Hey, Fuck Nugget.
Oh, shut up.
You rolled on that 20 on your first roll of the night, by the way. You're welcome.
Well, yeah, but that just means I'm not going to get one myself for like the next 3 months.
That's nothing.
That's
to do with
just
me.
the rules of D&D.
Yeah, this is it. Now I've got to fix the fucking images.
Not with that attitude, you weren't.
Right, I apologise, guys. I have to now fix the camera. And I've got to fix all the fucking names as well. Jesus. Alright. Okay.
Because someone fell asleep because he's getting old.
Also because it gets dark at 6 PM up here now.
And you're getting old.
That too.
We're all getting old.
I need to
I'm not Rosie.
make us all sad with your third world
I
problems.
love the fact that you said that. Thank you for reminding me that you're not Rosie. That's very important that you're not Rosie.
Okay.
Furball,
the fact
half elves, the Viking
shit!
game, right?
Fixing live. Right.
Did you put the face palms up?
Yeah, the face palms is up.
Oh.
Let's get Boris down to the right size first and foremost. Transform, edit, transform, Autobots, transform.
I think I missed the poll.
Yeah, well, the poll goes up first thing, guys. Apologies, people. It's not my fault that people fell asleep. Though I appreciate you actually getting in, Chris. So thank you very much.
Yeah, no.
There we go. Have I got everyone in the right place? Saundar, Jathuni, Rosie, Car, Aveline. Perfect. We
Yep.
are squeaky clean and ready to be mean.
So yeah, basically Rosie's gonna perch up on the front of the ship and
Uh-huh.
wait till we get within 120 feet of the ship giving chase.
Okay, that'll be about a minute. Okay.
All right. Yep.
So in the minute that's happening, is anyone setting anything up specifically?
I think Carl just sort of likewise gets sort of like to the side where he's got a good sort of thing to cover if need be. But
Good.
not gonna do any aggressive action first.
I don't have any vision.
No, don't worry about vision right now. There's no map.
Okay.
I see. We're on the dock still. Here we go. Bring you guys. Boop. There's no map. You don't need a map.
Okay.
So, anyone doing anything in for a penny, in for a pound before I move forward 1 minute?
When Gabe's about to do the hooking thing, she's going to cast guidance on him.
Okay. Thank you. Jathuni?
Is it windy? Is it? Yeah. What's the weather like?
Weather's pretty nice. It's a nice crisp autumn's morning, to be fair. Nice little breeze heading outwards towards the sea. Good
Towards
where you're going, yes.
Okay, so it'll go out towards Kai and the boat,
Yes.
kind of heading that direction. Okay. So, about how far away are we?
I would say you're about 300 feet away right now.
Okay. She's
That's
just
it?
watching.
That's all you're giving me? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. Saundal, you just listen, catch up. You find your place. All right, Boris.
Yes. Well, I'm just gonna watch.
Okay.
I have a sandwich after all, so we're
You
fine.
do have a sandwich. So basically, you get on deck, and the first thing you see is someone readying large poles. You got one guy at the end of the boat. Everybody's kind of like,
Yeah, what's going on?
and we fast forward to that 1 minute. You are now within range of the boat, Rosie.
All right. Rosie just kind of cracks her knuckles and goes, it's good to be out of that damn city. And she lifts up her hands, and she's casting Tidal Wave to push the boat that's chasing away. Like she's putting the tidal wave between Kai's boat and sending it towards the chasing boat.
Okay, so first thing I'm gonna have you do is make a stealth check with advantage. You're far away.
20.
20, fuck. Nice. Here we go.
That's gonna be a nat 20.
Oh, yes, it is. So, as you cast the tidal wave, you see the wave go up. How it's 30 feet high, right? And 10 feet long, if I'm
think so.
incorrect.
Yeah.
It can be 30 feet long and up to 10 feet wide. And
up to 10 feet tall.
Okay, so you're doing the full width, giving it the shove, right? Okay, so as the wave, you hear as these arrows just go, and I'm gonna make an attack against you, Rosie. 12 plus 4 is 16.
That'll hit.
Okay. 16 again.
Again hits.
6 plus 4 is 10. That definitely won't hit, will it?
That misses, luckily.
And again, 16. So the 4 arrows, you get 3 shots.
Yep.
Okay. I need my D6s. Hello. D6s. Hello. You take 13 points of piercing damage as the arrows slam straight into you, and then upon hitting you, they explode into fire. Let me see. I'm gonna roll to see if the boat catches fire.
It didn't originate from me, okay?
Oh, I rolled another nat 20. So, yeah, instantly is. Then one arrow bounces off Rosie, like skimming through her side, just cutting her open, and hits the ground. And you watch you watch it, and you know these arrows are quite interesting. They pop like they've got a balloon of something on them, of oil, and then just take off in flames.
Is it engulfed straight away, or can I just grab the arrow and chuck it over the side at least?
Oh, it instantly pops. You can get rid of the arrow, but the fire is now there on the ground.
And then
So,
I'm looking at trying to find something to put it out.
Do I see it? Do I see this thing?
Do you see the
fire?
Yeah, more.
It's on the boat, yes.
I do finger gun. I say, everybody, chill. And I do ray of frost at the flames.
Yeah, Aveline's got create water on it, so.
So as soon as you create water and you blast it onto an oil-based fire, it instantly spreads across the water and basically increases in size as you blast the water on it, splashing the fire across the surface on the oil and igniting. Let's see if you ignite more of the boat.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Sadly, you do not ignite more of the boat, but you have spread the fire across the boat. So the whole front of the boat where Rosie was, and I'm assuming you were at the front, right? You said you were waiting at the tip.
Yeah.
Is now just covered in flames.
I'm looking around for a bucket of sand or something. Anything along those sort of lines that I can just...
Make an investigation.
Also, I didn't hear. Did that fire cause extra damage?
To you? Oh,
Yeah.
yes, sorry, I didn't do the fire damage. My apologies. So, yeah, that is a total of 12 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Seeing the arrows come flying in, the range is probably close enough. So, soon you put fog cloud right on that ship.
On the ship itself.
On the other ship, the ship that's firing the arrows.
You are perfectly within range, and as you do so, you hear like the screams of like anger as the boat gets hit by the wave, covered in fog, and they have no fucking clue what's going on. And you hear, "Abandon ship!" This is boom. The wave takes the boat over, and then you see Kai with all his might, with his stick oar, just like pedaling full speed, doing his most, trying to get to you, just like just like giving his absolute most. And in the next like 6 seconds, it catches up with you. The boat's still on fire. Kai, you made an investigation 22. You scream out for something to prevent this oil, and you hear, "Sandbags are below deck! Below, get the sandbags, boys!"
Can I try to prestidigitation of some of these little fires?
They're not. It's no longer little fire, mate.
Yeah.
The boat's on fire.
I'm basically running down, grabbing the sand.
As you're running down, there are dwarves running up to you with bags of sand.
I just grab one and
Rosie's standing there with these arrows in her, a little bit on fire, and she's just kind of patting the fires out. And she looks over at Jathuni and goes, "Hey, Jathuni, the dwarves float."
Did dwarves float?
Uh-oh.
I don't know why.
Okay, better safe than sorry. She looks over the edge of the boat and goes, she just gives a little whistle and says, "Dinner time!" And she's going to summon a bunch of sharks.
Dang!
How many sharks is it?
Oh, hold on. Damn it. I forgot to pull up her things.
One beast of challenge rating 2, or
So
two
4
beasts
reef
of,
sharks.
or 2 of challenge rating 1, 4 of.
Yeah, so
half.
four reef sharks.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you want, right?
She can summon hunter sharks, which are challenge 2, so that would be
1 shark, unless you want 4 reef sharks.
yeah, we could do 4 reef sharks.
It sounds more fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and just so we're clear, I am of the correct understanding that you are sending these sharks after the dwarfs in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to be sure. Right. Okay. So as the sharks come soaring past Kai, you hear him go, ah! Higher pitched scream, and then as on past him, the sticks go into the water. Kai, knowing exactly what to do, puts his foot on one of the hooks, locks it in nice and tightly, and they heave him out of the water. Kai takes a deep breath. Sink my boats, please, quickly.
Oh, I can do that too. Like Rosie will walk over, look down at his boat, and she's just gonna cast shape wood and just make a hole in the bottom of it.
Oh shit! Yeah, shape was not a touch. Is it okay?
No, wait, is it a touch? Oh shit, it is a touch. I did not look at that part. I mean, she can climb down and touch
fuck it. I'll allow it for theatrics. I like it. So you just like, nope, bye boat, boom. And you just like crack a hole in the bottom and it just sinks in. In the meantime, your sharks are just like, and you just hear the cries. There's a fucking shark! Fuck! And then blood.
Yeah. Was gonna let him live, but then they shot me.
You tried to sink their boat.
I was just giving you a little nudge.
You capsized the boat with a tidal wave.
Rosie's gone dark.
A little bit.
Hey man, what's the darkness, old friend? So, you rescue Kai. Kai takes a deep breath. He gets onto the ship with you guys. Right. I don't think murdering the guard was a great choice. Sharks, though, on the other hand, interesting. Warning would be good, guys.
Well,
I love a good song.
Technically, we didn't murder them. The sharks ate them. They fell out of the boat. Sharks ate them. We're good.
Plausible.
I mean, they got lost in a random fog cloud.
Plausible.
See?
Waves happen on the ocean all the time.
All the time.
Why were they chasing you? I mean, so early already, you're starting trouble. Come on.
Okay, so Beres, right?
Boris.
Sorry, Boris. Basically, Meldor hates me because I was part of a party that killed his wife. It's kind of his mission to track me down and kill me. Even though I'm his best and oldest friend, it hasn't worked out so well for me. Long story short is he wants me dead. I want to be his friend. He wants to kill me. I'd rather be alive. I've been out on this skiff for about 24 hours near the port. It's probably not the craziestly brilliant idea I've ever had. But it worked out okay. I was able to keep myself mostly away from the guard. I do apologize that you had to work so hard to save me. By the way, your boat's still on fire. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, Carl's been running back and forth with the sandbags.
Evelyn's been helping.
I tried, but fire is not my strong point, Also, I have sandwich to waste it would just be so sad.
I agree. A wasted sandwich is like a wasted meal.
Exactly. You understand me.
Sometimes. Anyway, are we heading to Bodenwell? Or are we heading to the Mugra Shores?
Think we signed up for Bodenwell.
So you are convinced of not helping the Dragonborns then?
As much as we'd love to, I think in the long run it's going to be better to take care of the. My brain just went blank.
The Ashen Order?
Yeah, take care of the Ashen Order at their roots.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
As Car's going back and forth, as he catches snippets of it, he's like, and we were told by the other party to go to Bodenwell. Little help.
And for the next 20 minutes, you guys spend making sure that all the fires are put out. Bardu and his crew check all the woods to make sure that nothing's too busted and broken from your journey. You get the feeling once you leave Meldor's realm of protection that there aren't likely to be any chases for, especially since sharks accidentally ate a bunch of dwarves once their boat magic capsized and a fog cloud hindered their progress.
Where is Bodenwell? I can't see it.
Bodenwell is the massive continent in the middle.
Oh, the continent, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
the main continent, yes. Basically,
Most of us come from.
Even you come from there, Boris.
That's not what we called it. We called it the motherland.
The motherland. Okay.
That's a valid argument, though.
No, it's fucking not.
So,
It's fucking not.
once fire's out and everything like that, Carl will basically explain to Kai that we've had to pay a little bit extra to pick him up, because obviously we couldn't tell them about picking him up while we were sorting out the boat. So
Clever.
if he's got anything to contribute towards the costs there, it would be greatly appreciated.
He pulls out his panpipes and starts to play a song.
I pull out my pen pipes and also
I
start
was
playing.
thinking more in the monetary sense, but
Right, most of my money is tied up in the Night Song, and I don't know if you saw the Night Song when you arrived to my guild hall. There ain't much left.
and we probably need a chat with the captain. I mean, are you able to direct us to where we need to go?
Of course, come on. Seriously. I already pointed it out to you on the map, but if you've forgotten already or haven't marked it correctly.
We have it on ours, but, I mean...
Would you like me to lead your party? I am experienced in this.
Just
and
tell the captain
I just want to
where
say,
he needs to sail.
Right, like a leader.
Well, you're the only one.
Do you want me to lead the People's Champions? It's fine. I can do it. I've been leading the Night Song for months now. I'm very, very enabled.
Just need you to tell
Don't let the stump fool you. I am a captain.
Can you... I just shout over to Captain Bardo and it's like, have you got map, charts, something so we can mark where we need to go?
Do you take us for fools on the sea? Of course we have maps and charts.
Can we see them?
Well, yes, they're in my cabin if you really need to see them.
Well, I would assume you'd want to know where on Bodenwell we need to put ashore.
I thought your captain, and he points to Kai, was going to have a conversation with me. You've been saying that he should come and speak to me about it.
Kai just walks off.
And-
Kai just walks off.
And Kai instantly says, "Don't worry, People's Champs. I will lead us to victory." And he turns playing his panpipes while trying to match your tune, Boris, because sandwiches, flutes and flutes.
How many masts is this?
It's a 2-mast ship. The front mast is slightly smaller. The middle mast is bigger.
Okay.
Just like a normal boat. Like a galley.
Crow's nest in both.
Crow's nest in the top one. There is a sitting spot on the first, but not a actual nest.
Okay, I just fly up to one of them, whichever one's not occupied, and just get a bit of peace.
Saundal has already occupied the crow's nest. So if you wanted, we could say that you fly up to the crow's nest, seeing Saundal there, and say, "Fuck that, I'm gonna go sit over here."
Yeah.
Fair enough. So it's about 25 minutes later that Kai and Bardu come out of the captain's cabin with joyous raptures of Kai laughing and joking and tapping this man on the back. Yes, the journey was great last time. Nothing really bad happened. We fought maybe some sea beasts. We killed a siren. It was a great journey. And you can see the Captain Bardu's just like, what the fuck have we gotten ourselves into? The last time he was on a boat. And he comes and says, right, we are preparing a small lunch if anybody would like to join down in the cabin below. Now.
Lunch? Great! Let's go.
Katuni pushes him out of the way. You've already eaten.
I have very much more big stomach than you, so there's more to maintain.
Maintain it at the end of the line.
I even bought you cask, but no, sorry.
Carl goes down, gets something, and then goes back up to his perch.
Fair enough. Saundal, the whole time you've been up there, is there anything particular you've been doing, or are you just chilling up
just
there?
keeping an eye from afar, but he's just going to munch on his rations. He's not going to come down.
Okay.
But you can't say shit in the daytime.
I don't have disadvantage on sight. I'm a half-elf. I'm not a drow.
I made that mistake too. He's a half-elf drow. Yes, I know. I made the mistake. I made the mistake too. Don't worry. It will catch you off guard time and time.
He's a drow half-elf.
Yes.
Ah.
Flavor, guys. Flavor.
He's confused.
.com.
I just thought he was very sad and depressed elf.
Why he was so blue.
I think that's for lack of breathing.
At some point, I just want to saddle up with somebody and say, okay, I am pretty confident about our trip. But after seeing Captain, I'm not so sure about the second leg of the journey.
Captain Bardu looks at you and says, a leg joke! Oh my god! Never heard that before. Good job. You must be the brains of the outfit.
Actually, first one to do schooling, so...
Well, out of all of you, and Kai instantly...
He just looks at him and says, if this is what school gets you, I'm glad I didn't go.
I was going to say, did everyone else lose Phil for a second then?
Did you lose me?
No.
It's fine this side.
I did on mine. Yeah,
That's just not good if you do lose me.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay.
So how long is this trip? I forget.
2 months. 2 months. This is... Is he
On the
always
boat?
like this?
Oh,
Yes, 2 months. You're crossing a vast ocean.
I was
On a boat.
sleeping last time for a lot of it.
Like last time you were teleported.
Like I said, sleeping. I was there, and then with mountain giants, and then it got blurry after I took a rock to the face.
Everything does when you take a rock to the face.
Mm-hmm. Not small rock either, big rock. Bigger than you.
Wow. Big rocks to the face. And you still speak like that? Well done.
It come from practice. Strong cheekbones.
Strong cheekbone. Okay. Even Kai looks is like, bro, what is this conversation?
Oh boy.
It's actually one. Brilliant. Oh, I should probably change the background noise of the actual village sounds as we're on water now. Probably a good idea.
Maybe good idea.
Yeah, maybe.
I want to practice my spells, but I'm so nervous about doing fucking wild magic.
Well, that's tough, isn't it? You chose to be a wild magic.
Yeah, but I don't think we'd be stuck on a boat.
Well, the last wild magic sorcerer took out a boat.
Exactly, the fucking problem.
It's
knowing
not like
my
you've got a
rolls,
more complex tree of magic.
I'm gonna lose stats permanently with that tree. I can just tell. I'm gonna get dumber. Ugh. No matter.
Okay. I'm actually gonna need the other area as well. Oh, I hope I didn't delete the other area. Where is it? Guys, keep going, by the way. I'm just looking for my map because I've realised that I might not have it.
Oh.
I do. Good. I've got it. Never mind. Fine.
Oh, I better... almost forgot.
So is this still day one of travel? Yes.
Yeah. Still day one of it. Yeah. I will obviously be doing some fast forwarding.
Yeah, anyone that's listening, Sornall will just be sharpening all of his 32 knives. He's whetstone up in the crow's nest because he suspects we'll be getting a lot of shit soon.
So all we're hearing is...
Yep.
Yeah, Evelyn will be downstairs sorting out her bunk and claiming it for her own, and then probably go for a nap.
Okay.
Yeah. And Car's just on the perch, watching the horizon, watching behind, watching in front.
Okay.
Just generally keeping watch.
Let's go up to Rosie. You want to do some yoga? I learned it from the giants. Stone yoga.
I don't like yogurt.
No. It's like very, very slow dancing.
About 4 of the dwarven workmen come up to you like, we'll do it.
And I'm immediately just going to like the first pose, but like an overly complicated one. Like some Karate Kid bird pose, and I'm like, Hut!
Okay.
Then you hold, and then hit, and then you praise the sun.
All right,
and then you do down goat, up goat.
What's the DC? What do they have to make?
Let's say the first pose is a 16.
Okay,
and
first
the
one's
next
16. Okay, so 2 of the dwarves make it with flying colours. The other 2 literally, like, within 2 seconds of trying to copy you, eat shit instantly.
And then I do like a praising the sun, 1 foot. That's like a 12.
So again, the same 2 guys who are able to do the first one do the second one with relative ease. It's slightly more difficult. The other 2 guys try and get up and follow your ways, and they just like, fuck this shit, and they just duck out. So now there's just 2 of them left.
And then just go and like downward dogs and stretching of the back.
That's a 10.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Damn, well done. So the first dwarf is like chilling. He does it real easy. The second dwarf throws in like an extra special. I don't know what fuck yoga poses look like, but an extra special kind of like extra stretch into it that looks really, really awesomely brilliant. I don't know.
Like his feet touch the back of his head.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's just like, oh, this is great. I haven't done this in ages.
And then
they start doing that, Rosie just looks at them like they're weird, and she's going to wild shape into her cat form and just run off onto the bow and up the front little what is that called? Bow spirit like pole.
Okay.
And just sit at the very front and be far away from everybody else as she can be.
Fair enough.
And then I try to do like that Bucky pose on one hand. I have to roll for this too.
Okay. Well, if you do it, they're gonna do it. You got two left.
I'm gonna say athletics check of like a 17.
17.
That's just hard. Athletics.
Yeah, so both my guys eat shit on this pose.
And but I do it. I'm good. So pro. Yes.
And they look at you like, we're gonna practice this. This is good.
Make you real flexible.
Flexibility is not something we need, but it's good for de-stressing.
Yes. Very relaxed. Don't forget, I brought ale for you guys, huh?
Nice. Tonight we drink.
Nice.
So, as the first week passes, is anyone doing anything specifically for their first week? Any kind of investigation, any kind of life learning, any kind of communication?
I want to get some lessons from Kai on my flute.
On some lessons from Kai with your flute. Okay. So, we'll say that whatever Kai's performance is, you have to match his performance to a half.
To a half?
Yeah, so if he rolls a 10, you have to make a 5 to learn from him. Now I've just got to find where Kai is. Whoa, slow down, Captain.
I have a decent charisma.
What does it say? Boris is playing Kai's skin flute. Ugh, God,
Yeah.
Jesus.
You spend all day polishing your little knives. It's fine.
Weeks of knife polishing.
Yeah.
Rosie gets a few more crystals, she can start playing them like a xylophone.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus. That's not a... First lesson, Kai's like, all right, he knows what he's doing. Let's just start at like Concerto 5.
20.
That is half.
You hold on. You hold on for dear life. You hear the play and you're like, holy shit. Right. Second one.
I think DM's fixing these fucking rolls. Like,
that's still holding on.
It's still holding on for dear life. All right. Next lesson. Oh, that's slightly nicer, isn't it?
No!
As you're like doing really, really well, you get stuck in the really, really difficult. He's like through the fire in the rain. You know that moment in that fucking song? He's like,
finger cramp, finger cramp.
It takes time.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Go? Yeah, no worries. All right, last performance. See if you can finish strong.
No, so close. So close.
The fact that you're able to keep up with the 2 nat 20s and then just drop.
Yeah.
So as you keep playing, keep going, keep pushing, and he's like,
blisters
solo!
now.
He hits you with a solo and you just haven't got anything left. It's like... yeah.
Start sounding like a recorder. Just,
Yeah. He just looks at you like, okay, we're going to practice some more later.
okay. Good lesson.
You might want some lemon for your throat. It will help you long term.
Yeah. Or some ale.
Or ale, yes. Or I recommend for an instrument of my quality, lemon and ginger tea with a tab of honey. It's very good. I have brought my own. If you need some, please come and see me.
Yeah. Okay.
So, anyone else doing anything for this week?
Yeah, Sorndal will probably be hunting out all the rodents. He doesn't like rats.
Okay,
Has he looked in a mirror lately?
Sorndal, make a... Let's call it survival. Fuck it. Like, go and hunt the rats. Yeah, go for it. Survival. 16. These furry little bastards.
He'd be trying to do it with flair as well, so he'd be like juggling his knives as he usually does on the street as he's walking around the boat.
Yeah, that's fair. So, you spend the first week eliminating the rodent presence on the boat to the best of your ability. I don't know how Rosie and Aveline will feel about it, but it's not hidden from you that he's doing this, guys. So he's just actively like... It's about, like, I would say it's about 9 rats in. And I give you guys, if you want to go and have a word with the rodent killing man. Not. Long story short. Anyone going to go and talk to the elf about his extermination of the rats?
I want to ask if I can have one or two of them to fry up.
Make a persuasion.
Or an investigation if you want to try one. Find what he's left behind.
No, I'm picking them up as I go. I'm using them as a source of rations. He doesn't have
Okay,
too
so
much rations.
basically, it's like a rabbit, but not rabbit. But if you put a stick all the way through, you make like a red kebab.
Okay, as you do that, he sees one running behind you and he throws a knife straight through your legs and straight through the rat.
But do you, though?
If you want me to roll.
You have to roll now. Now that you said it. We can't put that shit into the ether and not let... Okay, yeah.
I saw red there. I thought it was a now one on my throat.
Straight into your toe. No, it's a 20. Straight between your knees and you hear... as it kills over.
You can have that one as long as you give me the knife back.
You get 14 XP from killing all these rodents, by the way.
Okay.
Rosie looks perturbed by the rat death, but not sure whether she wants to throw you overboard or not, is what I'm getting from the face.
She's debating it. Like, she is very much debating it. And I wouldn't put it past her to be like, oh yeah, you killed all the rats, and like if you looked in her bag, she's just got a horde of them hidden away. She's just feeding.
Spawning rats. More rats. More
like
rats.
In her top,
it's okay. He can't hurt you here.
All right, Rosie, make a survival check to see if you can save any of these rats.
I can do that. Oh, come on.
So it's every time you spot one and you see one and you kind of beckon it across, the arrow just every time. There may be more rats once Sorndal's finished that first week. You get the opinion, Rosie, after the first week that any rat that's still alive is either too smart to come out right now or everything is gone.
Yeah.
We're going to do a 2-week gap now, guys.
I was
So
gonna
I
say,
want
the only thing Carl will be doing over this period is just practicing with the bow.
the bow. Okay.
Ooh, that was something Rosie was wanting to do while we were on the trip.
Mm-hmm.
if Aveline isn't busy, Rosie would go up to her and just kind of ask, Aveline, do you know how to do you know how to do the writing thing the people do?
Yes, I know how to write.
Could you teach me?
I could try.
uh, I kind of want to write a letter, but I only ever really learned to write and read giant, and a little bit of little bit of Elvish. So I kind of need to know common.
Kai cuts in and says, "Those are two very different languages."
Well, we traded a lot with the elves nearby, and my people mostly work and write in giant. So.
Okay. And on that note, we'll take our break for the night.
I
So
was gonna say, if Boris has them doing lessons at any point, he's just gonna show up and be like, "What are we learning? Great! I know how to learn things. So good. Please carry on."
Don't
Yes?
tell me I'm just going to become the group teacher. I hate you.
Headmaster.
we will be right back, guys. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Hey, better And
back.
yep, we're back. We're
So
professionals.
we eat the
It's all right,
hamburgers.
bro.
I like turtles. So anyway, from where we left off, you guys were just dicking around. Rosie had asked Aveline if she could teach him the words of in writing.
I
The sigh before the mic drop.
Just no, I'm not the best teacher, so please don't hate me. She will try and teach her how to write.
I will say this will be a full journey endeavor. I'm not going to get you to roll anything now. We'll roll at the end. It's not. Learning to write is never quick in the best of phrases. You know what I mean? You'll be learning alphabet. If you guys want to role play this out a bit for a little bit, just to give everyone a time to catch their breath, that would be great. In fact, I highly recommend that you two kind of start that role play off. We'll wait for you here. So you go.
So, why don't you write down the alphabet that you know, and we can go from there.
The only what I really know is in Giant.
Okay, well, when it's written, it's a lot like Dwarvish. It's the same kind of runes, so we can kind of work with that.
Okay. So Rosie will start drawing it. It's very much like the 2-year-old holding the crown like this. trying to draw things out.
She's going to reposition the pencil in her hand and say, try writing like that.
Oh. she tries. She's not the she's not the stupidest of people, so she'd probably pick it up.
Okay. And then Aveline will try and figure out how to write it in a way that she would understand. Having never taught anybody to write before, I am completely making this up.
Of course you are. Absolutely, and entirely. And like I said, I'm not going to make you roll now. It's the beginning of the training. You know, you got to procure paper and pens and bits and stuff like that. And obviously, Boris hasn't started helping yet, so training really hasn't begun just yet.
Oh no! When she's helping her adjust her hand, Boris just starts playing "Hold Me Close" on his bamboo flute.
You're not helping.
Okay.
So, she'll then swap into the Dwarven alphabet.
Classical Unchained Melody.
And once Rosie kind of gets the hang of the way those shapes are, she'll switch from that to common.
Okay. That's fair. That makes perfect sense. Keep the grounding in what Rosie knows. So, cool. For the next 2 weeks, the weather is fine and nice. You guys are doing your learning. Is anyone doing anything else? Like, I'm giving you free time before I get events rolling.
Nah, Jathuti's just, practicing, maneuvers and that kind of stuff,
Yep.
Staying honed.
Staying honed, staying sharp.
Car's doing likewise, though he will sort of like, over the course of the journey, just have conversations with Kai just to find out what to expect at Merlin and any information he can glean from him. But we don't have to go into that just yet.
I think we will. For one real drunken evening, when you catch Kai at his weakest moment, he talks to you about sin and about Goran. Two probably of his closest friends that he's ever met other than Meldor. And how in the sub areas of Merlin where they fought are, and they absorb the power of the Guardian Heart, and power was too strong, even for someone as mighty as the orc, that half orc that Goran was. It took great power for him to hold what he could in, and then pretty little Sin, this innocent flower who didn't know much of the world, who had joined us, I think, just to see the world, you know? The rest of us slightly more was with us for this journey, and she seemed so free and innocent. And in that innocence, Goran found almost a kindred mind in what he felt had to be done, and he imbued her with this power. And she never really truly recovered, becoming more and more sadly grouchy for her beautiful self. She was my Cinnabons, and I really wanted her to be happy, and the truth is that she was never quite the same once that power was shared, and that all happened in that place with that machine that made us play a game, find out information. You know, there's a lot going on. There are like flying shiny metal creatures in there that take pictures of you and send messages to you. It's something very, I don't know. I wish we had never gone. There's a submarine there, by the way, but I don't know what a submarine is. But there's one there. The Targa Narith asked for it to be made. Merlin said we had to have some kind of atomic degree. Atomic degree? I don't know, something like that. But it's probably still there, right? You know, the Aaron Rothon. And he pauses for a moment. No, they are. It's probably gone. No doubt somebody will have some kind of something they will, just like they're doing now. Wish I'd never left. And he just starts to cry. Like, not openly, like, sobbing like a blubbering idiot. Just, you see the tears streaking down his face. And he puts down his ale for a moment and says, be careful. Ones we walk with are the ones we miss most when they fall. I miss them greatly. He steps up.
That just puts Carr back into retrospective mode and just thinking to himself.
You've lost a fair few on the way, Kai.
Yeah,
Carr.
And that's essentially what he starts going through his head with his tribe, the party members that we've lost along the way, and some that have just wandered off, others that have died. And
it's a rough time.
Yeah.
It's a hard life being an adventurer, I think, is the truth. And as that second week passes, I'm going to assume that Saundal spends most of his time in the crow's nest.
He would be doing occasional knife shows for the crew.
Yeah,
but
and it's very appealing. People love a good knife show. I'm pretty sure Jathuni would love a good knife show, and Boris would love a good knife show. And the more you show off, the better. It keeps spirits high. Can I get you, please, to roll 1d12, please? Okay. It's the oceans are thick and endless, and the smell of sea salt is becoming arduous to everyone when a thick, deep fog settles in on the area. Captain Badu looks out onto the water, openly exclaims, "It is an eerie fog on the horizon. To be out so far to sea and to see nothing but fog. Surely good times will be had over the next few days." And in this period of fog, no member of the crew sleeps. They stand awake, lanterns lit at all hours. As you enter the fog cloud, the sky disappears. The water but from around the bottom of the boat all but gone. You see nothing but fog. Every now and again, a jewel in the sky shines grey, and then a lesser shines dark. What are you guys doing in this time of entrapped fog and loneliness? In fact, can I get everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, please? Let's start with that.
Oh boy. Is it with Rosie's rolls?
I'm just glad that these are better than Sin's.
So, Saundal, Aveline. You maintain a level of focus quite unlike the others in your party, and I will say this, though Boris and Carr, you don't fail, the sense of this lostness starts to slightly overwhelm you. You feel a level of isolation, a level of disconnect. Traveling through this fog starts to play with your mind. Jathuni, Rosie, and who else? Jathuni and Rosie. Can you please both make investigation checks with disadvantage?
$11.
So, it's one really cold night. You know it's night because though the grey around you is up, the smaller, darker gem that brings nothing but another level of darkness, and the lights pop out, that Jathuni, you're pretty sure you see something in the sky. This serpentine creature, and then you hear the and there it is again.
Rosie, you hear that? Over there. Did you see it?
I'm guessing Rosie did.
Did you?
I don't know, did I?
Did you? Decide. Did you see?
Don't laugh at me. It's over there.
Where?
Right? It was over there.
Jafuni, I want you to make a persuasion, and I'm going to give you advantage. 10. You decide, Rosie. You see him point at Jathuni. She's like adamant, and you see this at this moment that members of the crew are now bringing out lanterns on sticks and raising it up to try and see what Jathuni's pointing at. And then you hear it again, Jafuni.
Right there. Did you hear it?
And it's like coming over the boat now, Jathuni.
It's over that boat, right there. Come on. You got to be able to hear it.
I don't know.
Jathuni, I need you to make final Constitution saving. You feel yourself, the anger, and you guys, anyone who... Okay, I need to know who's on deck right now. Who's on deck?
I'm up in the crow's nest.
All the crew are on deck. I'm just putting it out there. So the 7 crew are on deck. Captain's on deck. Everyone's up. Who else is on deck? Saundal's on deck. Rosie's definitely on deck, because I said you are.
Yeah.
I would be as well.
Okay.
Yeah, probably Aveline too.
Okay. Boris is shaking. Not me! Nope. Not me! Fuck fog! Yeah. So, it's as you're all looking around, you watch as Jafuni takes off the ground momentarily. Glows, sparkles, lightning crackles. Have you ever seen a storm, but like not a small storm, and it like shocks lightning through the clouds, and it looks like it's a beautiful cacophony of like nature attacking the earth, and you watch as this lightning just straight into Jathuni, and she starts to rile up, and Jathuni, you take a moment, and as it lights up, you see the monster in front of you. You see it coming directly in front of you at the boat. What do you do? You've got your power. You're in control.
Where's my... She is going to... 3... She's going to call lightning.
Oh shit. Okay. Through the fog, you cast Call Lightning, and as it does so, you guys look into the cloud directly where she's casting this lightning, and as it thunders down, you see the shape of a fucking dragon. It illuminates across the sky, this shape. Wings beat through the lightning. As it arcs up, you see the wings, and it goes upwards. What's everybody doing?
Well, did it hit him?
Oh, it did.
I'm just immediately getting...
You're muted, Modo.
Does that wake me up?
Does the thunder... make a Constitution saving throw. We'll call it 12 to wake. It wakes you up.
I'm just grabbing my bow and looking around. It's like, where'd that come from?
And Jathuni's just like, it's there! It's up there!
Yeah, Sondal will just have his knives out ready to chuck as soon as something gets in range.
Wow, on alert.
So, as you charge your lightning, Boris, as you make your way to the top side, another crack of lightning. Jathuni, you're still in the air, floating. What are you doing?
I'm just continuously, as long as it's within range, I'm just popping lightning bolts.
And so, and you guys don't see it, but every time Jafuni just cracks that lightning, you watch as it appears and appears and appears, and then there's this one moment as this face of a dragon is right above the boat, and it crashes onto the boat itself. In that moment, what is everybody doing?
Yeah, Sondal would be trying to throw daggers at the eyes of the dragon, try and blind the fucker.
Okay.
What colour dragon is it?
You can't tell, it's in the fog.
Yeah, I'm not going to attack it until it attacks. Just in case.
So
I'll say the same for Rosie.
yeah, so when he attacks it, we actually see a physical dragon.
You see the shape of the dragon through the fog.
Right. Okay.
As he's hitting it.
Yeah. I'm just holding my action ready to do anything if it makes any sort of movement towards any of us.
Jathuni, the dragon crashes towards the boat. It's gonna hit the boat, Jathuni. What do you do?
She's just hitting it with the lightning. I mean, it's trying to knock it.
So, Sondar, make your attacks. Daggers.
I'll shout to the captain to sort of like
Get the boat the fuck away from the dragon.
Steer the boat away so it drops next to it rather than on it.
Okay. Okay. As you make the call, the captain starts to turn the boat, but it's just too late. And as the dragon, it hits, covering the boat in a fog. You are now all basically blind. This fog is on the ground. You literally can't see past your nose. Everything is grey. It's night time. All you see is the dots of torches, and then and they're gone. And you're in black. You feel the mist on your face. And then as your eyes adjust, how high up are you, Jathuni? Because you're flying right now.
I didn't know I was in control of it.
You are in complete control. Okay. You rolled a 20. You're in control of yourself.
Okay. Probably like 20 feet up.
And as the lightning charges through and keeps crashing into Jathuni, you see this spark of her.
Casting that on myself.
You cast protection from good and evil on yourself. Boom! Okay, what's everyone else do?
Alright, oh, good thing I prepared this. Seeing all the lights on the ship go out.
Mm-hmm. And then you just got a ball of light that's Jathuni.
Yeah, and apparently this thing already knows where we are, so stealthing's already useless. Rosie's just gonna cast this above the ship. He's gonna give us a new sun for the moment.
Like literally directly above?
Yeah, she's basically creating a light over the ship so we can see what's going on.
Okay, and as you hit that light, it illuminates the fog that you are in. You still see the fog. You get outlines of people. And yeah, exactly. It's just like a white out. It's just like ultra bright, fog everywhere. The shapes that you could kind of make out, for those of you who have dark vision, instantly. In fact, I need everybody to make because daylight at this close range is going to be bright as fuck. So
yeah, I did not think of that.
I need everybody to make a con save right now, please. What's your
I'm
spell
standing
DC?
in the doorway. Do I still have to make a save?
Yeah, you do. What's your spell DC, Rosie?
Spell DC is 15.
15, yeah. Everyone has to make a 15.
Yeah, I found
Nope. Not one. I fall back down I fall into my eyes.
All the crew and the captain make it. Jathuni, you make it. Even though it's only 10 feet above you, this blinding sun, the rapture of the lightning that you're feeling. Aveline, you make it. Everyone else fails. As you go, like literally, you literally just see white and then just coloured spots all in your face.
Yeah, I totally run into the door frame and just fall down.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to make an acrobatics since you're falling down the stairs. with disadvantage because you can't see.
20 still.
That 20. Well, 20, but still, it's still really. You land.
I just said, yoga!
As you turn and you look around, Jathuni, you look left, you look right. I have arrived now, I have arrived. And you hear step. And then you see them underneath you, looking up. What do you do?
I see what?
A faceless thing, fog cloud. There's still fog there. You hear the footsteps. They come towards you. They are directly beneath.
I yell out to everybody, they're right here. Then I dive down at them. Like in a, like, I'm going to slam into him.
Yeah. Okay, so as you dive directly at him,
and I'm screaming the whole way,
You guys hear this scream, he's right there! And then you hear, boom! Jathuni, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 18. 22. As you, straight through the fog, slam into the ground, the ship of the boat. And in fact, I'm going to make a save for the boat. I'm going to say that half of 22 is, 11? So if I roll under 11, you're going to break through the actual deck of the boat. Oh my fucking god. That's a 9.
So good.
As you boom and you slam straight through the ship, you land both feet, and you see at that moment Boris go yoga as you land underneath the boat, looking at him, and there's a hole above you.
Is there still no lights inside the boat? Are the lights inside the boat?
There's no. You're the only person. You two are the only people inside the boat, and you can't see right now anyway.
Yeah, I'm blind. I just hear a bar crash, and I'm like, oh!
Yeah, exactly. You hear Jathuni scream, he's right there, and then bam! And then Jathuni.
Yeah, she's grabbing Boris because she doesn't know he's blind and dragging him up the stairs. Like,
drags you up the stairs, bro.
Like,
you get
come
grabbed. On. Let's go. And at this moment, guys, you guys are all your eyes adjust, and you recognize for a moment that none of you are hearing footsteps. None of you are hearing a voice. But Jathuni.
What is going on?
Jathuni.
Now, can I see where he's at, or
you see it? It's right there. It's flying above you again, Jathuni.
Yeah, I'm just frantically, like, I still have my call lightning up. I'm just like slamming lightning bolts at it.
And every time he slams lightning at it, you see the shape. You do. You guys see the shape.
Oh.
And I'm just like, shoot at it. Do something.
I think
Ray of Frost.
As you fire your ray of frost in the direction. Thuni, you watch as the beam, Boris actually listening to you, fires the beam in the direction. He misses by miles. Where is he aiming? What the fuck is he doing?
Screaming, thanks for nothing. Just keep, over here. pointing and shooting, and the light is crashing from the sky.
I'll just shoot another one where she's shooting.
I was going to say,
Bor-
is Car...
Boris misses by miles.
Car and
Constantly.
Boris still blinded? Or
You
is
guys are no longer blinded now.
Right, okay.
It was like a momentary thing.
Okay. I'm looking just finding it difficult to actually see anything anyway.
You see a ball of lightning that is Jathuni on your deck.
Yeah, but
Like, that is the clear light that you have, nothing else.
but with that and the fact that I'm not hearing anything, not hearing or feeling the beat of wings or anything like that, it's like we
And
can't
Jathuni's
see
getting
anything.
pissed. Jathuni's getting pissed because they're not doing anything. It's just...
There's nothing there.
I'm just trying to work out whether it would be an insight or a perception.
What are you trying to do?
Just trying to figure out whether there's actually something there or whether it's in Jathuni's head.
Okay, so if you want to figure out if it's in Jathuni's head, it's an insight. If you want to figure out if there's actually something there, it's a perception. They're actually two separate things.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a perception first.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfectly in time with what's going on in the scene.
yeah. And it's like, there's nothing there. There's...
But there could be. You rolled in that one. There
Yeah.
could be.
It could be, but
You can't see it.
Yeah.
For love nor money.
I can't.
Anyone else doing anything?
It's like there's no sound. There's no beat of wings, wind.
Jathuni, Constitution saving throw, disadvantage, DC 15.
10.
You guys watch as the mother of all rumbles from a distance far away hits. And then you hear bubbling like a cauldron boiling. And then you hear the tsh in the distance. And then more bubbling. And then and then finally, this cacophony of light surrounds the boat as Jathuni gets charged with more energy than you have ever felt in your life, Jathuni. And you hear the words of your god just taking over your body. And you hear, "Hold on, child. This is the most." And it's just this light wave. The whole sky, lightning blue, just bolt over as Jathuni is encompassed in light, and she just Jathuni is falling 20 feet in the air, unconscious. You hear the laughter in your head, Jathuni. I think you dabbled too much in your power, child. I think you will need to rest for a while.
Can I see Jathuni falling?
Jathuni's thunderous shockwave has cleared the fog from your area momentarily. If I can see her
falling and she's unconscious, I'm just launching straight up to try and... I'm not going to be able to catch her and slow her down, but I might be able to slow the impact.
The impact, okay.
Yeah.
Are you? Is that like a? Are we getting some tag teamy situation? Who else is involving in this?
Rosie would definitely be running to, like,
Is she falling over the water or the ship?
She was over the ship, directly over the ship. Yeah. So it's she will land on the ship, but she is falling 20 feet.
Yeah, Rosie in her brilliance would be trying to catch from the ground.
Okay. So who's faster? Who's got a higher dex between Car and Rosie?
I've got 18.
As a modifier.
I got 14.
Plus
4. Okay, so okay, yeah, fine. So as you Are you grabbing her?
I'm just trying to skyrocket up to try and catch.
Yeah.
But at the same time, knowing I'm not going to be able to
Stop the fall.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna need you to understand that she has been struck with lightning.
Yeah.
She is super heated. She's wearing armor. She is hot. If you grab her, damage.
I'm just trying to grab anything that is cloth or.
I'm gonna be real with you. It's 20 feet. You haven't got that option. You've got to grab her and hold her. All right, fine. So as you go up and you meet in that middle point, like I would say, you probably get there. You're fucking fast, to be fair, if through flight.
Yeah.
So I would say you would get her at roughly about 10 feet to go. You would catch her, right? Now, as soon as you grab, it burns. It's not hot. It burns. To be clear. Yeah? Rosie, what are you doing? You see the impact. You can now. There's been a momentary where impact does slow it down momentarily, right?
Yeah.
What is your step in this action?
I would say Rosie's first thought would be to run directly under Jasuni, basically throwing herself so that she's laying on her back, and she is going to rapidly wild shape into a bear and just catch her.
Okay, so as you hit, as you hit into Jathuni, taking that immediate hit, you are going to take 8d6 fire damage. Where's my other d6s? That's 5, 6, 7, 8. That is... Well, that was a 3. I'll turn that back over. I'm not going to cheat. 12. 12, 14, 16, 20, 25, 31 points of fire damage as you impact her, and you feel your feathers that are on your and burn off. They're like, this is hotter than anything that exists that you like. She's like fucking furnace hot. She's been struck by lightning, right? So as you hit land, Rosie, you grab her. You will take, I'll say, half damage. You're kind of in the process, so you're gonna take call it 15 points of fire damage. Also charring and burning your skin, your crystalline bear. Jathuni, you hit the ground unconscious. You aren't on the boat. You see a huge temple of the Tempest. You hear the laugh through the open door. Another of my children have come to visit me on this day. Isn't that grand? Come in, child, come in. Do you enter?
Yep. She goes in, guns a blazing.
As you go in, guns are blazing. He's like, well, at least you're not dead. You know, it's an interesting moment to watch a child take on what was probably one of my most powerful shots, shall we say. I've never had someone beckon me so much and infuriate themselves over nothing. What exactly enticed you to this power today? I'm not sure I understand.
The dragons were there, and my partners, team, whatever you want to call them, wouldn't do anything about it.
And
I just single-handedly take them on.
And isn't that good for you? Let's have a look, shall we? And he opens up a plinth that has water in it, and you see a little boat bobbing in fog. And he clears the fog for you. Where's the dragon, Jathuni? Where?
And she points to like where she's at. It was right here.
And he think your eyes do deceive you. I guess your sea legs are not as strong as they once were, maybe?
Now she's getting mad because he's challenging him. Like, it was right freaking there.
But
I saw it. I heard it. I saw it. It was right there.
okay. And he pats you on the head like a ignorant child, like a parent.
And she
does.
swats it like an ignorant child does. Like,
Hey! Control yourself, Jathuni. You are one of mine, but that doesn't mean that we are going to allow this kind of aggressive behavior toward. Remember who I am and who you are. Remember the gift I have given you. Would you like to lose that gift like a petulant child?
she just like a child throwing a temper tantrum. Just stands there, just doesn't say anything, just has that frumpy look. Like,
and he literally baps you on the forehead, and you feel like this almighty pull, and you wake up, and you're being held by Car and a grizzly bear on the deck of the boat as you come to, and you look up, and the fog around you is cleared.
Do I remember what happened before?
Yeah, of course you do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you guys get the damn dragon?
There wasn't a dragon there. Oh wait, no, I'm a bear.
There was dragon?
He like
Car echoes it, but
in common. And it's as you look around and you see the lightning that you've been firing and the hole in the deck and the 3 dead boatmen who you struck with lightning. Charred, innocent dead bodies. And I know you're not overtly one to care for things that come and go, right? But there has to be a moment's pause here where Thuni looks out into the boat, seeing the destruction that she caused, recognizing that it's your hand that's taken these 3 lives. They're charred. And you look down at your own skin, and like a burn, your hands are like struck through the middle of the fuck you finger.
Yep.
Down to your wrist with what looks like not a lightning scar like fucking Harry Potter, but like a burn mark. Yep. Where whatever's channeled through you, that's like the 2 key points on both hands. And you recognize that these 3 dead boatmen are at your hand. They died to you.
Yeah. But she's more confused. She's just like, she sees it. She knew what happened. She knew what she did, but just more confused and.
Yeah. And there is, even from the captain, there's a level of, but there was a dragon, right?
Yes, there was a dragon. I wouldn't do all this if there wasn't a dragon.
And he looks
crazy.
To the rest of you. Okay, you heal what you can, Aveline. Carl, you're gonna look like a plucked chicken for a little while. And as the night rests, the captain, Badu, comes to you guys and says, if it is all right with you, will you take the watch while me and my men set to rest are dead?
Of course.
Yeah, we can do that.
Can you watch
Boris
it?
gets to Kai and says we should play a song for them.
Kai agrees with you and immediately starts to play the most solemn panpipe song, which it's hard to be solemn on a panpipe, guys. Let's be real. But you know, he plays as solemn a song he can. He looks at you, Boris, and just says, "Follow if you can."
I try.
Again, we'll do the same thing. You have to make half.
Shit say.
So you've just got to make. Let's call it. Yeah, you make.
Cool.
Just, but you make it. And as they take one of the lifeboats, pack their dead in, their weapons, some moments. Is anybody good with a bow?
I am.
Do you have any
Cart steps forward as well.
fire arrows? If not, I can.
We
We
can
can-
make them.
Please, when we lower the boat, give it a distance and please take us. You know what.
I know. We'll spend some time making some fire arrows.
They're all ready. Take them out. The boat is. You wait until it's about 40 feet away, which takes a matter of seconds with the boat moving at. You watch as it lights up. There is heavy drinking to be had tonight. Stories of loved ones to be said. And memories to be not forgotten. And the dwarves head down to rapturous song and drinking. The rest of your night passes with absolute ease. As the fog is cleared, those with any kind of dark vision are able to muster up what they need to do. The boat is easy enough to manage. Every now and then, Gabe comes up because he can't allow just anybody man the ship's wheel to drive. But he comes and checks and makes sure that the boat's going in the right direction, which you guys manage with relative ease.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to roll a quick sexy D6. Jathuni's 1, Boris is 2, Car is 3. I was going to call you Avril Levine. Aveline is 4. Rosie's 5. Sondal is 6. 1. Can I get you to roll a D12, please, Jathuni? And if you roll a 5, re-roll.
If I roll a 5, reroll.
Yes. 6.
How about a 6?
So, it's through this next week that the rain and downpour really hits the boat. There isn't any real free time, and I need anyone with a passive perception of 16 or higher to please make a perception check. Which is Captain Bardu.
It's definitely not Boris, that's for sure. I'm sub 10 on that scale.
That dice goes into the bin.
I'm only a 12 for once. It's weird.
So, Car.
Give it till the next 4th level.
It's in one of the freakishly hard wave moments of the storm that you hear a creak. You go down into the bowels of the ship and you see that the front and the cells that are normally bound and tight has slightly cracked, and it is bowing outwards and water is jutting into the boat.
I shout at the top of my lungs, letting people know that there's a leak, and immediately start looking for ways to try and plug the hole.
Within seconds of you screaming leak, people come down with the bilge pump, pumping it out of one of the portcullises. There are nails, hammers, there's rope, there's a plethora of things that you guys can do. And I am going to quickly run to piss, and you guys can kind of devise a way that you want to attack this leak. To be very clear, the boat shaped like this at the front. One of the planks is like this out to sea, not like this into the boat. That way, not that way. Be right back. I'll leave my stream on, so feel free to chat and be merry about how you're going to save my boat.
This is us, remember?
And for any face palms, don't forget to add the slaps.
Well, my only thought is Evelyn and Rosie doing shape wood to try and get the plank back in shape.
Yeah. Carl will fly outside and try and push the wood at the furthest point to try and... I mean, he's not very strong, so he's not expecting much.
It's also under the water.
Yeah.
It's also
underwater.
Yep.
So.
But I can freeze the water so it doesn't stops coming in. Just freeze.
That would hinder Aveline and I actually fixing it.
Well, then I can make sure that. Good luck. Okay.
Don't worry, we're druids. This is wood. We got this. We know how to handle wood.
You don't know.
I don't know whether Phil will allow it.
That's the
Have we
question.
broken Kirsty? I'm just wondering whether I can get creative with ensnaring strike and try and get the vines to try and pull it. But then that all depends on Phil being happy with a more than creative.
Yeah. Like even if we can't use the shape wood to actually seal the gap, if they can just put planks over it, we can fuse the planks together into a solid board to make it easier.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, as a return with a quandary of how you gonna save my boat.
Well, we're going to take the time to research and invent duct tape.
Duct tape.
Quick question. This board, at what level is it in? Is it underwater? Above?
It's in the bob is when it takes water on.
So right, okay.
So it is above water.
Yeah.
But
because I depending where it was, I might have flown outside and tried to use what little strength he's got to try and push it while they do stuff from the inside. But I'm not going to do that.
Put it this way, it is submerging.
Yeah.
It's low enough for it to submerge.
So my next question. Can I get creative with ensnaring strike?
I enjoy creativity. If you can convince me of its actual worth and righteousness.
So I think Rosie and Adeline were gonna try and do some shape woody stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But why?
Forgot you guys do that.
As they're doing that, I was gonna fire an arrow using ensnaring strike to hit on the bulkhead of where
and have the vines kind of reach out and pull it
to
taut.
try and pull while they're doing the shape magic, shape wood.
Yeah, sounds like a absolutely feasible and workable idea, as long as the arrow doesn't have to hit a target to ensnare things. That's my only thing. Does it need to hit a creature?
You have to hit a creature.
So then, sadly, no. So I do. If it was something that was like you could fire it, if it was something you could fire and it ensnares just by hitting something, then I would have happily said, yeah, no worries. But because it's specifically hitting a creature.
Okay. What if we put a rope and I go down and freeze water on outside?
It will melt.
You see, I'm not good on boats. Come on.
I'm glad you said it. Like I didn't want to be the guy that said, but it will just melt.
I go make sandwich. Better think on full stomach.
I think our best bet at this point is going to be taking some spare planks, some for Aveline, some for Rosie. Rosie can go on the outside and Aveline on the inside, and we just kind of like shape wood a patch together. Best I can think.
The dwarf crew, the 4 that are left, will rope you up nice and tight, and like 4-man lower you down if that's what you want.
Yeah, that'll work.
I'll sit up on the inside and be working to patch it.
Gabe is just bilge pumping away every time, working his ass off. Captain Badoo's kind of just trying to keep the boat as steady as possible. Right?
Yeah.
Right. What should we call this? I think we got to call it a performance, don't we? Let's do we're going to do a 3-pronged performance. So it'll be a performance from me, a performance from Rosie, then a performance from maybe is Maybelline, Aveline. Ready?
Oh.
Yeah.
8 plus a collective plus 1 each takes them to 12, which was over 10, which is all I need. So they make their first check of wrapping you, getting you down, and hoisting you down to the water. They are holding on for dear life as you are dropped into the frigid water with your planks, and you start doing it. Let's die, you little fucker. I got you, you bastard. Sorry, that was a fly. As per usual. Make your performance.
Oh, come on, Rosie. Don't be real bad. Okay, you're at least above a 10.
Which is good. So, no worry, Maybelline. All you've got to do is make a 10.
No worries, I have no charisma. No worries. Performance.
She didn't look. You didn't look. I love it. She didn't even look. She's like,
no.
It goes to the gods. Nat 20. So
Lord.
it's as you feel the push from Rosie and the wood kind of jutting in, and Rosie, who just made it, starts pushing the plank too far onto your side, and you know you need that kind of smooth edge. And as Rosie kind of melds the wood in and your side starts to come a bit too far, you're like, no, fuck that shit, fix it. And you immediately counter push the wood. And while Rosie's finishing her side, you smooth your side, the wood gets nice and taut, and you've made this beautiful little seal. And everything has been smooth.
probably better than what it was.
1,000%. You've reinforced it. It's better than what it was. 100%. So, the rest of the evening is Gabe's happy duty to bilge pump to his heart's content, clearing the water. A great feast is prepared for you for saving the boat. And for the next week, let's call it again a D6. If I roll a 1, you don't get it, Jathuni. Don't worry. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is Aveline. Aveline, roll a D10, please, because I can remove the other 2 from the list and just refig the numbers. Okay. 2 seconds while I refig the numbers.
God damn it! I just now realized to create and destroy water can get rid of fog.
Not the fog that you were in. Don't worry, it wouldn't have worked.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
It should, because
It would help get rid of the water in the ship, though.
True. So, it's on a week of incredibly dry weather. The wind is low. The boat is slow. The journey is arduous and hot. You're all
I make ice bath for myself.
Okay. Boris makes an ice bath from a... I don't really think they have a Goliath-sized barrel, so how are you going to make your ice bath?
Well,
There's no bath on the ship, to be clear. Like,
It's going to make
this
the
is a
bath
boat.
out of ice.
that's a high possibility. Are there empty food crates? There must be.
Yeah, but food crate. Goliath.
Yeah, I spend some time and say to Rosie, okay, can you make these into one big box? Shape some wood, and I will put ice in your drink.
Fuck. Yeah, okay, someone already beat me to it.
I wasn't quite sure whether that was a euphemism or not.
It's not euphemism. Boris is not that. It's not Kai.
I'm gonna need a persuasion roll on that because I honestly can't decide if Rosie would or wouldn't help.
Persuasion.
Maybe ask Maybelline.
Natural 20. It's gonna be great. Trust me. It's gonna be so cool.
Oh, that's awful.
Okay.
That's awful from you, by the way. I don't think I missed that one. You dirty animal. You dirty animal. That's awful.
Fine. I imagine she does it with all the attitude of an older sibling. Like, if I do it, they'll get out of my hair.
Right. And after she makes it, I just get water and start freezing it and putting ice blocks in there. And eventually, I'm just lying on ice, yeah, it's so good.
And you do, and to the chagrin of everyone on the ship, you lying in ice while everyone's sweating their cocks and vaginas selectively off.
Yeah, anybody can ask to take a turn.
Cloaca, what do they call them? What they call the fanny penis of a bird? What's it called? Cloaca?
Cloaca.
That's the one. Yeah. Potato. All of those are collectively sweating off. And
you want a turn? It's really nice.
Rosie's like, no, I've had a bath once. That shit was fucked up. No. All the dwarves instantly are like, yep, it's a party. It's like a hot tub party for them. About 4 of them get in your Goliath-sized bathtub with ice, and they just chill for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I get out, I go get some drinks for everybody, and I'm I'm icing them up. Just real frosts.
Yeah, I'm with you. And you make this journey for the next week, which I thought was going to make everyone make con saves through exhaustion. Now just a peaceful, blissful beach time fun with Boris.
Ah, Christmas in July. What up?
Okay.
I will get carried away though. Okay, I have to just. I don't know. I would 100% get carried away eventually and cast at least one Rams binding ice in the air to see if I could make it snow.
Okay, give it a go. You can set your own DC for making it snow if you want. I don't mind. You have to be honest. It's blinding heat in outside. Like it's.
Well, yeah, because Rams binding ice just makes a massive cone of coal and ice. So if I just shoot it up,
yeah, you'll be firing ice into the air that's gonna fall down.
Yeah, but
what?
Could I? But essentially, it would just come down as hail.
You want to hail the boat?
I want to see if I could make it snow. Because it does, yeah, maybe. Well, I've given it a try. I've told you, got carried away. So I cast it.
Okay, and then I want you to make a performance check to see if you can actually manage to do this shit.
Yeah, there is another check as well.
Yeah, I know.
That's persuasion. That's not that performance.
Performance is over here.
Okay, it's good. Now let's see what happens in the wild magic.
Oh no.
Sorry, well there's the spell, just by the way. What is a D12? I'm fine.
Okay, you're fine. So as you drop down beautiful snowflakes, it is the weirdest feeling to have July summer sun on the sea and snowflakes.
Yeah.
And sadly, because you're on a moving boat, it passes by rather quickly. But
I swear it ain't draconic.
You said with it wasn't really windy right now, right?
No, not very windy at all.
All right. Well, would the boat be moving slower through the water for a little while?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, then in that case, Rosie's gonna take the opportunity, just to like take on her shark form and swim around the boat.
Okay.
She ain't gonna go far, and she ain't gonna explore, and just stretching her fins.
You just want to attract other sea creatures to you with your fishy self.
Maybe.
Cool.
Maybe some smaller fish for food.
Make an investigation as a shock. In fact, you keep your mental stats.
Yeah. Yep. So 14.
You find a few fish. You gonna eat them raw or just sushi them up?
Yep, just sushi will work.
Okay. So you just eat them as you do.
Yeah.
You get your first real rosy kind of meal for a while. You know, you're quite happy with yourself.
Yeah.
For anyone who's interested as well, you notice that Rosie's shark, the scales of the shark, though normally not quite visible, have this very radiant crystalline energy traveling through them, almost like as the light hits them, it's like a rainbowy kind of effect through her scales of this shark, like skin, fins, tips.
And anyone who's used to the water of this area probably is going to find it weird too, since she's technically a bull shark.
Okay. Yeah. So people are aware of, or who are on the boat are aware it's you.
Yeah.
But if anyone else was to arrive, then it'd be a different question.
I hide my sword because it's made of shark teeth.
No, we've had that. Oh my god. There we go. Right. Sorendal. Give me a D8. It's after one of the longer parts of your journey. 3 weeks. Almost seeing the shore that you come across a small you come across a small island, and on the island, and it's when I say small, I mean literally like you could pace around it in under a minute. And on this island is a wrecked boat, most of it protruding. Most of it is actually jutting under the water, and there is like the bow of the ship, just the nose, still like a child hanging off a wall, holding on to the edge of this little island.
Okay.
You spot it.
Yeah. I'll shout down to the captain. Maybe we should check out the boat, see if we can get any supplies to help fix the rather large hole in the deck and such.
Make a persuasion with advantage, because talking about fixing his boat is always a good thing. Oh yeah, 24. Yeah, he's like, yeah, absolutely. Let's do this shit. Okay. So, who's staying on boat? Who's going off?
Yeah, I'd be going off.
I'm going to look for treasure because I read about it. Treasure! Is there a shovel? Please.
There are many shovels on the boat.
I'm getting a shovel and I'm going onto the island to dig for treasure.
Okay, so they let down they stop about 100 feet away from the island, just to keep the boat safe.
Mm-hmm.
And they put you on one of their dinghy boats. Who's going?
Rosie will go.
Moi.
I will sort of
Fly.
circle
Yeah.
around it.
Rosie?
Yeah, Rosie's going. She'll go help.
Okay. Aveline? I'm going to assume that was a yeah. I saw your mouth make a yep, but nothing came out. Boris is definitely going. Jathuni?
Yep, she's going. She's got to get on some shore, walk around more.
Okay.
Getting tired of the boat.
Walk around more. You can walk around more on the boat than you can on this island.
She needs to get on land.
I know, you want that land feeling.
She needs to be grounded.
And as you make that land, and you look around you, there are no paladins here, are there? Okay, never mind. Okay, that's good. Never mind what I said. Don't think about what I just said. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Nothing bad ever happened on a wrecked little island. Fine. You approach this island made of nothing but sand. Yeah, no, I didn't bite when it was said the first time. I'm not going to bite this time either. So, on the island, with all of you on it, there's only about another 25 feet of space. You see the bow of the boat hanging on, and as you look into the water, you can see that there is a small portion of boat there, but with how clear the water is, you reckon maybe 120 feet down, for anyone who's willing to submerge themselves in some water, could find maybe some kind of treasure.
Boris goes to the middle of the island and starts digging.
Okay. Make an investigation, Boris. In fact, no, fuck that. Make a survival.
Survival. That's better.
Much better than fucking... Literally barely.
Yeah, Sorndal would submerge himself a little bit.
The Sondage, because you can, you guys can swim. It's not like a actual, where we're not playing GTA when you run to the water, you die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can go down if you wish.
Yeah, you wouldn't just instantly swim down that 120 feet. You would just go down
What's your
slowly.
con mod, by the way, just so I know for
2, I think.
2? Okay, so 2
Yeah.
minutes of breathing time.
Are you pointing out that you're wanting this?
No, he's letting people know that he's going to have a look around. He's not specifically stating he's going to go diving.
Okay.
But then you dive in, so
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, she sees, but she's not getting ahead of the curve.
okay. What's everyone else doing? I just want to get like a set before I go back to Sorndal. So we've got Boris happily digging. You're circling like a vulture looking for food.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking it's too
Mm.
too good to be true, sort of thing. So I'm just keeping an eye out for anything that looks suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I
just
guess-
looking over the wood on the downship and seeing if there's anything that can be salvageable.
Okay. For that, make an investigation, please. Let's start with that. Actually, that's the better place to start. While I think of ways to try and kill Chris. 14. There's not much good wood left, but there's definitely something you could probably shape wood and make into a sheet of some sort that might be useful. There's enough wood there for you to basically convert.
Then
But
she
the
would
rest.
probably start doing that.
But before you do that, if you do that to the piece that's above the ground and not in the water, the likelihood that the rest of the boat will fall is 100%.
Okay, then she will wait, but she makes that note.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just wanted to make that succinctly clear to you.
I think I'll go ahead and just to be on the safe side anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and cast water breathing on everybody.
Okay.
That's shore party.
Cool. And it's at this point as you cast water breathing, Boris goes, "Hey!" Boris, you find this really big shell.
Nice!
That's it.
I clean it out. Can I try to blow into it?
Go for it. And
Doesn't work.
As you 6 legs come out the other end. And you feel like this momentary freak out moment as this thing kind of like grabs you by the hand.
I throw it in the whatever direction I'm facing. Ow!
It's gone as you launch this fucking crustacean into. You hear it as it's and it's just gone. So, I'll say that. Okay, for the sake of it, Sondal, would you have waited for the underwater breathing, or would you have gone before that happened? I leave that. Because it's not like he's making the choice to do it. Would you have gone first? That's all I want to know.
If he knew he was going to cast water breathing, no, he wouldn't have went first.
I would say I leave that to Rosie. Rosie, would you have made that abundantly clear that you were going to do that, or is it something you would have done on the off chance thinking about it?
I'll go ahead and say Rosie would have said I can cast water breathing on everyone. So
okay, so then Sondal, you go down. How long does that last? You get an hour of breathing, right?
Yeah.
Or is it 8 hours?
Water breathing is 24 hours.
Okay, fine. So you go into the water with fair impunity. Though you have dark vision, you are underwater, so it's not the vision doesn't work the same way. You are. It's restricted view still. Water on the eyes is never a nice feeling for any creature that doesn't. It's an amphibian, long story short. Right? So there is that wave, that blur that's constantly in your face. It's salty as well, so, it's not the nicest of feelings. And it is, as you get to the bottom... In fact, I take that back. I'm not going to direct you. There is, obviously, the first 20 feet of the boat that is down, and then there's obviously more boats. So how far down are you willing to go? How deep are you going? Long story short.
He would want to go all the way to the bottom, but he would be going sort of side to side as well, because he can't see so well.
Like this?
Yeah, so kind of like zigzagging his way down.
Okay, I'm just trying to get that mental picture.
Yeah, and then as soon as he comes to a wall or any kind of object, he would be looking into it.
You follow kind of like not a sheer cliff face, but a sheer, you know what I mean, like a cliff face that the ship is kind of attached to, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as you do so, you don't notice anything. It's too dark, too blurry, but you are tracking the boat. As you go in, are you going? I keep just telling you what you're doing. Are you going into the boat?
Yes.
Okay. there is a open crack where the boat is split, and you can go in like through the top of it that's broken, or you can wait and go through a portcullis that's lower down. Your choice. I'm not really bothered either way.
We'd probably go through the bigger one, so probably the crack, I would imagine.
Okay, so as you break down through the crack in the boat, you get into the bow of the ship, and everything that seems to be on this ship is piled right at the bottom.
Okay.
Right, so the boat bit that you're in there is literally like that, right?
Yeah.
And everything is down there, all of it.
Yep.
Like all of it. There is food barrels, there is other barrels, there are cases, there are chests, there are like what looks like just everything that was in this boat has been shunted down that way.
Okay. You go to the chests and things first, because you would imagine the food and that's maybe a bit spoiled.
Okay. And as you start opening the chest, you feel a moment of like a right,
Okay.
like a little shake.
Yeah.
Not a massive shake, but just like a little like jar.
Yeah,
right?
we want to see how the boat's hanging on to the cliff face.
From where you are inside the boat, if you're
Yeah.
down where all that stuff is, you would not see
Okay.
how it's
Yeah,
managing the cliff
you
face.
would start proceeding a little quicker then.
Okay. And for those of you on the surface, it's kind of like that a shake under your feet. You feel like a little something. Just a little something under feet.
Earthquake.
Quick question from
Yep.
Car's aerial view.
Mm-hmm.
How clear is the water?
Relatively clear. It's to give you a perspective, Carl. I would need to know how high up you are.
I would probably be about 40, 50 feet.
40, 50 feet. The first thing you notice is that your piece of land is on what seems to be quite dark water. And the darkness extends quite a ways. And then it clears. Like there's something solid there.
Okay. No shape or anything like that I can make out.
Not at 50 feet.
Yeah. Okay. When things start shaking,
It's not. It's definitely not a shake that would be visible to you at 50 feet.
That was going to be my question.
Yeah, it's not. It's literally like a tiny little tremor. It's nothing that you would notice.
So, unless it gets bigger, then I will just continue just doing mine.
Okay. Go on.
Going off of what Dathuni said, would Aveline or Rosie be able to tell if that was like an earthquake, like natural shake, or would it feel more like something was causing it?
That's really difficult. I would say I'll call it a nature check, but the nature check is 19. That is when I say like I want to be really clear. It's not a huge oh no something's going on tremor. It's just a shake, right? It's minute. It's just noticeable more underwater than it is on you guys, right?
Nope.
Right. Nope.
Okay.
It's fine.
So it's fine. It's probably just the water beating against some rocks. Maybe something dropped a little bit when because you guys know Saundal's in the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Saundal, in your experience, there are 11 chests down there, like clear chests, all rusted, all with locks on. Nothing that looks like you couldn't pick it or break it. To be clear, there are about 27 barrels. There's netting. There's like swords and a whole bunch of stuff. Like there is oodles. What are you going through?
The chests.
Well, all of the chests, every single.
As many as I can. If I see another big movement, he's out of there.
They're all packed up on top of each other, so you can.
So you go for the top down, but if he sees or hears another big movement, he's out
You break through the first chest, and there is just like oodles and oodles of coins. You open it up, and they don't. Obviously, you're underwater, so they don't just go. They kind of just sprinkle out onto the lid of the chest, and it's pretty full. It doesn't seem like the chest is watertight, so the money's a little bit funky. But
Okay.
there is a heap of money here. The chest is full to the brim.
Can I tell what kind of coin it is? Is it gold?
Through the
platinum?
water, it could
Yeah.
be gold, it could be silver. It's hard, but it's definitely not. Excuse me, I am so sorry. Wow, apologies. It's definitely not copper.
Okay, he would take 50 coins.
Okay.
Because he's not very strong and he just wants
All
to.
right, do me a favor then. Just roll me 2 d20s, and then I'll make a note. Okay. Cool. So, as you go through that first chest, the second chest you open up is filled with beautiful clothes that, as you open up, become instantly waterlogged and kind of float out around you. Another chest you open up is full of jewelry, earrings, necklaces, just a whole bunch of really what looks like high quality jewelry.
Anything that stands out like gem wise?
Most of the stuff is gem encrusted. So there's a pair of like earrings that are proper earrings with jade. There are a few rings with malachite in them. There's some onyx rings. There are some ruby rings. There is a plethora of booty, to be sure. Like it's full.
He would take anything with precious gems, not the malachite or onyx or things like that.
So we'll say that you've picked up, I would say about 4,000 gold's worth of precious jewelry.
Jesus.
Cool. And he'll go through a couple more because he's getting to his weight limit, you would imagine.
You're going to be.
So he just wants to look for the next couple, and he needs anything that's outstanding, like incredible to him, something he's never seen before. That's what he'll be looking for.
Okay. You go through the next couple of chests, and there are. You instantly open up one and instantly waterlog a whole bunch of papers. Ink start to like.
So it's like a squid.
Yeah, kind of like come out of the ink wells as you kind of like open up this chest. What I would say that you do see what looks like a now wanking on screen, but you see a
scroll case.
Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. A scroll case, like in National Treasure. Thank you.
Oh right, okay. Yeah,
it looks leather bound, tight. It's still got its clasp on, so it might be sealed.
Yeah, he would grab that.
Okay. And you also, while looking.
Okay. Now, obviously, he's been around Pencaster for a while. Will they notice what these kind of black robes or anything that stands out to him?
They're black robes.
Just black robes, okay. He wouldn't pay any attention to those.
Okay. There are more chests if you want to go through them, but obviously you are coming pretty close to your weight limit now.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll go for exactly two more, then he's out.
Exactly 2 more. Okay, so you opened 4 already. There are 7 more chests. Just roll a d7 and twice, and we'll just open those 2. So, right, the first chest you open, again, is another chest, just chock-a-block full of coins.
Okay. He'll leave that for now and go to the next one, just to see, because he knows he's got very little.
The next one that you open, you open it, and out plops a piece of wood.
Okay.
this wood is just kind of floating in the water. It starts to rise.
Okay, he would grab some of the black robes
Okay.
and wrap it in the black robes and try and get the fuck out. Because the way you described that, it seems magical.
Okay. So you grab the piece of wood, wrap it in the robes.
Yep. And then he'll just get the fuck out. Fuck the gold.
Get the gold, head out. You instantly make your way, and as the rest of you are standing on the water, you see standing on the ground. You see Saundal arrive. You would be looking rather laden.
Yeah, I'm like, probably visibly exhausted with the temperature and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Have a nice swim.
Interesting one. The island seems to be shaking.
We noticed that.
Mm.
Is, anything interesting down there?
Well, you'll see on his back because he put the scroll case over his, like a bow over his back. So you'd see that. His backpack seems kind of bulging, but he just mentions the scroll case.
That's probably more Aveline and Boris's department.
But yeah, once he gets up and maybe not dries off, but does the dog thing and shakes himself.
Yep, you shake yourself off. And as you guys, so what are you guys doing? Boris, are you still digging? Or have you given
No,
up?
I've given up after stupid crab.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything in for a penny, in for a pound?
I was just watching Boris dig.
Eveline's still in the boat, just looking over it and slowly moving towards the watery part.
So as you do that, and I'm assuming now that Saundal's back, you're going to shape the wood to get the large thing?
Yeah, before she does, she's just going to look over and be like, so, do we need to get anything else from down there? Is there anything else to get? Or can I move this? Because if I do this, then it might sink.
Well, I'm not overly strong, and there's a lot of coin. I couldn't figure out what it was, but and he'll take out 20 of the 50 coins just to see what the fuck they are.
He pulls out 20 very wet gold coins.
I get the feeling we lose Jathuni because she dashes for the boat.
Remember, Jathuni, you are wearing armor.
Yep.
So you will sink like a fucking Scud missile if you go in the water.
She knows that.
Okay, just okay. Good.
She's got that look on her face like crap.
She's got Betty Davis eyes.
Okay, so do we want to try and get some more of that before I do this, or?
It'd take me too long to get all my armor off.
I'm just circling around still, so I'm not hearing any of this.
I don't.
Well, if I can't have it, nobody can have it. Do it.
So,
I mean, you could just take your armor off. Like...
Take too long. Be out here all day.
Okay.
What?
I feel like Boris was about to enter the ring with some wisdom.
Honey, underwater.
There is treasure.
Underwater.
Yeah, and he
He shows you the 20 gold coins in his hand.
yeah, Sorndal, you can have it if you wish.
You are Saundal.
I take one and bite it.
It's hard like gold.
Okay. Run and jumping.
I was meaning the 20 gold I had, not fucking going and get all of
It's
it.
too late. He's gone.
Fuck me.
He jumps into the water. So Boris, you swim down. And
A little bit. If it gets dark, then I'm gonna be like,
It's dark.
I can't
mate.
see.
It's dark. Should have cast light before you went down that fucking hole.
Yeah. So then I go up after not being able to see anything,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm just like, you didn't say it was so dark down there.
Well, what did
How
you expect? It's the bottom
Can
of
I
the ocean.
see the gold?
I'll go with him. Rosie just kind of trudges over, and as she walks past Boris, she'll just reach out, touch his like coat or whatever he has on, and she'll cast daylight on his coat so that it brightly glows. Definitely not a bad idea at all. And then she's gonna wild shape into her crocodile form and swim down with him.
Just so we're clear, you're casting daylight on a fucking human being?
Like
On
I
my
said,
jacket.
totally not a bad idea at all.
Oh, yeah, no, because that's better on your jacket, right?
Well, he's a
Daylight.
Goliath, he's not
do,
human.
Do you know what daylight is?
Yeah.
Okay, you're aware. You're fully aware you're about to ignite this guy on fire.
Well, it's not going to light him on fire. It's just going to
I'm
make him
in
really
the
bright.
water. Does it even work?
Yeah.
What
the
do you
way
mean? Are
it's-
you in the water?
Are you sure
You can
daylight,
choose-
not just light?
I don't have light. It says you can choose a point on an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn. Oh, it has to be held, not worn or carried. So he'd have to like have a torch or something that I could cast it on. Never mind.
I take out the little X.
Okay, I can cast it on the axe then.
Okay.
And then the light shines from the object and moves with it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's a 60-foot sphere of bright light and
Okay.
another 60.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? You said daylight, and my brain went to sunbeam, and I was like, "Oh my fucking god!"
Oh,
my
I
fucking
said that.
god.
Yeah,
But that's where my mind went.
That's where mine went as well.
Okay, thank God. Okay, it wasn't just me. I was like, he's gonna fucking kill him. He's gonna die. Okay, anyway.
I'm helping him get that tan.
So Boris, you dive back in with your light of good, your axe of light, and you dive in with like a literal fucking beam of light going down. And the first thing you read, how far is the beam of light travel?
It's 60 bright and 60 dim.
So 120 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
And
Okay.
he has Crocodile Rosie next to him.
Crocodile Rosie next to him. That's not going to make a single fucking iota of difference. But
Yeah,
good.
but
Okay, so as you get down into the water, I need to.
Yes. Bring me pain.
She's
is
she's
what
got
happens.
Betty Davis eyes.
this is what happens when you leave the low intelligence character to babysit the other low intelligence character.
Okay.
My intelligence is not low. Only my wisdom.
You head back into the water. Find the open chest with coins. There are more coins than you can count, Boris. More coins than you've ever seen.
Great.
2 chests.
Take.
Take. Are you gonna just close the chest and drag them up?
Can I lift it?
It's in water. It's not super. It's not like overtly heavy. It's heavy, but it's not something you couldn't do. Like they're like this. They're like.
I
know,
take one chest and I
And you
just
have a
start.
and you have a crocodile as well. So
Yeah.
with the crocodile's help, you'll be able to get one out.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. So you take one chest. You're not looking at anything else. You're just going.
I'm just like, I got treasure.
So as you head up, I need to roll again. Oh, that's better. Okay. For those of you who are on the shore, the land, for about a second, there is no land. You are ankle deep in water, and then it rises.
So soon he's heading back to the boat.
Yeah, Sorndal's right on that fucking dinghy, and they're getting like 30 seconds, and he's gone.
Yeah. Nope. I told you it was an earthquake.
I'm clinging to the boat because I'm still in the fucking thing.
We just lost Rosie. I don't know what happened there. I think Rosie went
Sorry.
to war. Rosie went
No.
to war.
No, my dog is complaining because I'm not paying attention to him and brought me a toy.
Aw, sorry.
I guess I would have noticed the.
You would have noticed dip. Yeah.
Um,
And it's literally like, it's not like a long time, it's bloop, bloop.
At which point, I think I would go up.
To get the full scope, you'd have to go up for about 12, 18 seconds.
Okay, that's quite a distance.
150 feet for you, isn't it?
It's 50
foot per, so yeah.
50 foot of movement, yeah.
As long as you're not dashing. So if you're dashing, it would take you 2 turns to get there.
I don't think I'd dash, but I'd probably go up for a bit. I wouldn't maybe go up quite that high, but I'd probably add an extra 100 foot to the height just to start seeing a bit more.
So at the extra 100 feet, which make you 150 feet in the air,
Yeah.
you see about, what's your, okay, it's daylight anyway, so in broad daylight with nothing there, you see literally for another second a point of something hit the water about 200 feet away and then dip back in.
I'd look at that for a bit. See whether it happens again,
and after about, we'll say in the 2 turns it takes you to get up there, it happens 3 times.
At which point Carl would be getting a little bit concerned.
And at this point, we'll say that in those moments, you 2 get out of the water. In fact, no.
As Boris
you
emerges,
would not
he's
be
just like,
Do you die, you little fucker?
treasure!
So you guys are quite far down. How far can the crocodile move?
The
water?
crocodile.
Yeah, I think it's 80 feet, but don't quote me on it.
It's 30-foot swim speed.
Ooh, okay. I thought it was 80. Okay, so you would still be in the water for 100 feet down, 120 feet, 30, 60, 90. So yeah, you're there for another. So I will say for you, Car, with the others in the boat, now see not just a point, but a tail. And all of you fuckers in the boat will now see the tail too.
Yeah. At which point, I'm heading back down and shouting at everyone, "It's not an island! Get out of the water now!"
Not Rosie, sorry. I was about to say Maybelline again. Aveline, are you making the sheet still?
Well, every time it moved, I'm kind of gripping onto the side, so probably she wouldn't really have noticed anything other than it moving. And
I'm going to ask you to make a performance with disadvantage, please.
Fuck.
And I'll tell you the reason in a second. It's not what you think it is. Oh, okay.
I was expecting that.
Okay, so Boris and Rosie, I need you to make a dex saving throw, please. And as you're in water, it's with disadvantage naturally. Except for the crocodile. So in fact,
Boris is such a natural born swimmer.
Yeah, yes. With a chest in your hand.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yes. So, as Rosie, in her panic, hearing the call of the wild, there's a fucking big thing here. It's not an island. And you shape the wood, the rest of the boat just and flips over on itself and straight down. And as it does so, the island tilts backwards like that. You guys come down, the boat shifts and just slides. For you, Boris, who's looking, I guess, as everything kind of goes topsy crazy turvy, you turn your light and you see just in the distance a neck and a jaw turn in your direction. So like, think of it like you're here. You see like this turn and then turn back, like something itching fell off its neck.
Oh shit! I want to say I rage, but it would be more like I panic the shit out of myself.
Okay.
But it has the same
rage.
effect.
Yeah, panic rage. I'm with you. So you bite your lip or something, you bleed a little to get that rage going.
Yeah,
Okay.
just be like, kick, stroke, kick, stroke, kick,
And
stroke, kick, stroke.
As you do that, you see the boat bob, as like, people getting on the boat, bob, and you make the surface, and you've got a chest, and there's a crocodile just pushing you up. And now, Rosie, the chest with now out of the water, the weight doubles, and you really are struggling here.
If she could speak, she'd tell him just drop the damn chest.
I'm not dropping the chest.
Okay, so you got the chest. You're holding it. You're being propped up by a crocodile. I'm going to give you the option real quick. How are you going to get it onto the boat? You can, you're under the boat. It's not high enough.
Sorndal would throw a rope out.
Uh-huh.
Just seeing him come up and then just see him kind of half sink down again. He would just instantly grab the 50 feet of rope he's got in his backpack and throw it out there.
You took your
Jithuni
backpack
will
onto
grab
the
a hold
island?
of the actual. Jithuni will grab the actual case.
Okay, so you're grabbing the case, Jithuni. Fine. So you throw a rope around Boris. Jithuni grabs the case. Jithuni, I need you to make a strength check. The DC is, and this is a check, not a save. The DC is going to be 16. This is very, very heavy. You yank this chest onto the boat, and as it happens, I need a Boris to make a dexterity saving throw, because Rosie is pushing you up, and all that weight's about to leave, and you're about to fly. So
now, let me just double check something here with my class.
No, Goliaths don't have a fly speed.
They will do.
No.
This one will.
The barbarians only get your dexterity saving throw thing only happens when you level 3 on a barbarian, or what?
What do you mean? The danger sense?
Yeah, level 2.
Level 2.
Yeah, so I don't have that.
No, you don't.
So just a dex saving throw again.
Just a dex save, yep.
16.
16. You literally launch out of the water. Feeling the rope around you, you grab it. Sword almost raises off the boat. As you grab and pull, and it's just enough to mid-air Spidey pull yourself into the boat. And then Rosie, I'm going to assume you just form out, grab hold of the boat, jump in, or are you staying croc and going?
Say she's staying croc and going and pushing the boat from the underside.
Okay.
It's go, 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 go.
And as you guys start rowing, the island disappears.
I saw a really big face with a neck and teeth, and that's a really big thing there. Just so you know.
While she's under there, she's also keeping an eye out, see if there's anything coming after them.
Okay. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
But we have treasure, so haha.
But did Aveline not make it?
I
into
have
the
treasure.
No!
Oh no!
No, I assumed you got in the boat.
Yeah.
I assumed you did. Unless you're telling me that you didn't get in the boat and now you're like what's her chops who denied DiCaprio at the space on the
I mean, if she really loved them, she would have helped them up onto the bit of wood, but
There's just not enough space for you and the chest.
I would have punched her square in the mouth, by the way. Just want to point that out. If that was me, after she says, oh no, I will float here and freeze it. Fuck off, bitch. Make space. Bosh.
Oh, she's turning into a crocodile as well and has the sheet in her mouth and is swimming towards the ship.
Right. So, looking at the slap counter, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 total? Is that it?
9, but I think a few of them weren't put in.
Okay, so 9. 9 sounds a bit more correct to me. So, looking at the poll for tonight, how many winners do we have? I might try and sort this poll
Not
situation
me.
out with points. 5 to 9. Do you know who that is? C'est moi! Bitches! That's me. Ha ha. All right, guys. Thank you very much for everyone who tuned in. If you have tuned in and you've enjoyed the stream, please give us a follow or a sub. Preferably a follow. I'm not going to lie to you. Subs don't really matter right now. I would love a follow. If you are not watching my stream and you are watching my friend's stream, which is Minas Murdoch, thank you very much for coming. If you're watching Yona the Bear, thank you very much for coming. We are going to be here every Saturday, 8 p.m. GMT to 11 p.m. GMT. I know it ran a little bit late tonight, but we had a bit of shit to do. Have a lovely evening, morning, or night, wherever the fuck you are on the planet. Peace. We are out.